Yo, my name is Kyle.
What?
I don't know. I thought you were gonna continue or something.
You wanted me to rap?
I mean,
You
you
just said
sang
your name
you
is-
sang 2 episodes ago, and the people loved it.
So, where's your poem?
My poem is coming, guys. By the way, I just want to make it abundantly clear. I said I would do it for 19 comments about it. We got a lot of comments. I think there's probably like 15 or 16
I
about
didn't
it.
count, but you're
But-
doing a poem.
I'll make a poem regardless. I saw one comment I really liked that stood out to me that said, I want John to write an emotional, heartfelt poem about how much he hates old ladies.
Do you hate old ladies?
No, but I can definitely put on a show about hating old ladies because there's a lot to hate there.
What's there to hate about old ladies? They're
Just
scary in scary
their
movies.
slowness, their like
They're pretty slow.
frailness, their
Why is that hateable
like
though?
weird, like they smell good, but it's also like a bad smell. Like they use
like
perfume, but it smells worse than just not using perfume sometimes.
Yeah. Why do old people have like a specific smell? Like there's just an old
It's 'cause
stench that
their
kind of
clothes have just-
lingers with them.
I think their clothes have just been through so much for so many years that no matter how much detergent you use, it's just the smell of like pain and suffering are on the clothes.
But
now.
like when I'm 80, am I gonna smell like that?
Probably,
I feel like
unless you just have a phenomenal life and don't have any pain and suffering.
well, I feel like maybe that's the scent that they grew up with. So maybe as kids they smelled like that. And like when we're 80, we're gonna smell like Axe body spray and like
but I haven't used Axe body spray
I haven't
in
either.
10 years.
I haven't either. But like whatever your scent
Okay,
is.
question.
Degree for men.
Do you think that because a few months ago we were talking about how like some black people were saying they think that white people have a certain smell when they're wet.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would agree. On the same wavelength, I would say old people just have a certain baseline smell.
It's just an old like just dank is the word, but like not like dank, you know.
Wait,
dank
dank's the
means
word?
like damp. And like,
Oh yeah, it's a damp
like
smell.
a basement.
Musky.
It smell like a basement. You ever been in an old person's basement?
I have.
It's
yeah.
a specific
And that's what
smell.
they smell like.
It smells like mildew and like
like it just smells like moving boxes that haven't been fully unpacked yet.
Yeah, you ever open an old box and it just unleashes years of like fumes towards you, and you're like, "Damn, there's 1960."
An old box. Oh,
Dude, I
shout
was
out to
watching
old
back
people.
through our old Patreon videos because I was bored, and I saw one where I farted and I was like, "It smells like an old box,"
Yeah.
and I knew exactly what I was talking about. 'cause
Yeah,
I
you
know
could
that
smell
smell.
that fart.
I smelled an old box a time or two.
All right, now if we did like a hypothetical experiment here,
Mhm.
okay? So we leave like you naked and
What?
you don't shower, or no, you can rinse, but you can't use shampoo or like soap or anything.
Okay.
But you have to be naked like this for like 5 days. So we're quarantining you away from clothes and anything in hopes to get you to your core smell.
Oh,
You
okay.
follow me?
Yeah, I got you.
So like we're not trying to see like we don't want to smell your shampoo or your deodorant. We want your human smell.
Wouldn't I just not shower then?
Okay, but then maybe like your
Wouldn't that
sweat
smell like
would like
sweat?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So you can rinse off. Now if we do the same thing with an old person and then we put you side by side and have a smell test, is the old
Yeah.
person still gonna smell like an old box?
I might start smelling like an old box too. I might be like a new box though, like some new cardboard. I don't know.
I don't
know what my
how the
natural
smells
smell is because people have a certain smell to them.
Oh
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
no, I have certain like people that I know that just smell different than others.
Like you have a smell that I know. Like if I were to just be blind and walk into a room and smell you, I would know it's you. I would say, yeah. There's like a couple other people that I would know their smell.
I know Willig's smell.
Yeah, Willig does have a smell.
Dude, that's so weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it's partly probably their clothes though. So if I was naked and you were blind,
I would hope that I wouldn't come that close to you if you're naked and I'm blind. That's scary. Like being blind, you don't know what people are doing.
yeah,
Like I could be naked walking towards you and you'd
Yeah.
be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
that's kind of cool though. Like if you live in a house with a blind person, you don't really have to be self-conscious about like trying to
Sure.
walk across the room into the shower.
It's true.
They
Who needs
just-
makeup when you got a blind husband?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. Marry a blind man. I don't know.
Welcome back to Peak to Middle School, guys. We didn't really say the name of our show.
Yeah,
This is it. I'm Narwhal and this is
Kyle.
This is Kyle.
Probably got confusing because John said It was Kyle.
And then you didn't follow my freestyle. Yeah.
And I just called you John. So people that this is their first episode, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but this is, you know, you get what you get. You don't throw a fit unless you're no David, who's a little bitch, and then you throw a big fit. That saying doesn't make sense because everyone throws a fit.
Hey,
you ever met a little...
What's the saying again? You get what you get or you don't throw a fit.
You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. So it's like,
yeah, but kids will throw a fit.
That's what I'm saying. The saying never works. Every kid throws a fit.
Yeah. Did you ever just have any meltdowns like in a store or like, you know, just in a Target and you start screaming? Like, were you ever that kid?
I wasn't that kid, but I have had a few meltdowns.
Oh, I know you've had meltdowns. You said you were like screaming outside and all the neighbors came out.
Well, the neighbors didn't necessarily come out, but there's no chance the neighbors didn't hear me. No, one time I got lost at Disney World, though.
Oh, really?
And I started crying, and then this lady was like, she's like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, I can't find my mom.
How old were you? 18?
It's pretty young. Like too young to be alone in Disney World, you know?
I got lost in Sweden. I was like 7.
For how long?
Like 35 seconds. But I remember like we were in a bakery, and I turned right, and everyone else turned left, and I wasn't paying attention, and I walked outside. I remember specifically walking out, looking out across like the plaza, and I was like, I'm lost in Sweden. I'm never finding my parents again. And then I turned around and my mom comes running out. And I'm like, oh.
Wow, she was there for you.
Yeah.
How beautiful.
Yeah. I was crying.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Did she comfort you?
I don't remember.
Wipe away those tears with her thumb and go, oh, honey, Kyle.
Nah, she just grabbed me by the head and dragged me back. She's like, get back here. We're at the table.
Yeah.
No, she would never lay her hand on me.
You know what's weird is like, when I think of Disney World, this is not going to make any sense at all, okay? When I think of Disney World
and boxes
and like tours where you're like in a group checking things out, like museums and you're in like a big group.
Yeah.
I think of wine tasting.
Okay.
And I don't know why.
Well, Disney World's kind of like a tour is like wine tasting for young people.
Yeah.
Or like a museum tour is a wine tasting for like old people.
Sure, but wine tasting, you just sit down and you drink wine.
Yeah, I don't know why you think
the whole
it's
Disney
like
World is
tasting.
like rides and like museum things. You're in a group checking things out. I don't know what it is, but
you
it's
haven't
like
even been wine tasting.
I've been once. I didn't drink wine though because I fucking hate it. So I was there and I was like, yo.
How old were you?
Last year.
Why didn't you just drink some wine, dude?
It was terrible, bro.
So what? You just keep drinking it and then it starts tasting better.
Have you been wine tasting?
No, I want to.
You've been like beer tasting?
No. I've
never
tasted
been to like
shit.
a brewery?
No. I've like tasted beer.
That's beer taste. But I mean, have you ever been where they bring out like a tray of like 7 beers?
No, I haven't done a flight.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, beer flight.
Oh.
It's like a tray of like 4 beers or something.
Dude, you're beer dad. I thought you would do that.
I haven't done it. No. I would do it. I just, you know.
Maybe for your birthday we could go get some beers.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'll sit there and
if you drink beer, I'm gonna make you drink beer on my birthday, and you're gonna like it.
I'm not going to, dude. One time at the Flat Stick Pub for whose birthday was it when we went there?
It was mine. No, it was
someone's birthday. We were really drunk.
Willig's. No. Wait, the first time?
Luke was here visiting.
Oh, that was my birthday.
When the guy picked me
that
up.
was my birthday.
Okay, so we went to the Flat Stick Pub one night, and I have already told the story of how the owner of this restaurant like picked me up and did like a twirl with me in the middle of a street.
It's pretty sweet.
Pretty cool story. But after that, we went to this little mini golf place called Flat Stick Pub, where you just drink
a bar.
You just drink beer and play putt-putt inside, dude. And like, I didn't really care what my drink tasted like because I was already pretty drunk, and someone was like, yo, try this one, dog. I was like, Willig, what are you getting? Because I don't know anything about beers. Willig's like, oh, this one has like a more earthy taste. And I'm like, all right, I'll try it. Dude,
I like earth.
It was so fucking bad, dude. It was drinking dirt. It was like black. I was drinking like a black beer.
Well, did he get you like a stout? Because those are gross.
I don't know
that tastes
what
like coffee.
But
stouts are gross.
It tasted like fertilizer.
I don't know what fertilizer tastes like.
I don't know either, but
although
when
like it's on
beer.
a lawn, it does look kind of good. Those little, you know that when they used to give the ones that look like Dippin' Dots, the little fertilizer.
Yeah,
I wanted to eat it.
They do look like Dippin' Dots.
I didn't eat it, but I wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm cool with beer. It's a taste you have to acquire. You have to kill your taste buds before you like it.
That's if you have to kill your taste buds, then what's the point? No, like I get there's certain things that come with age, like avocados. I used to hate,
I'm
and
allergic.
now I really love them. But I was telling my family, like, I don't think wine is one of the tastes I'll ever acquire. because I've tried it like enough times.
How many times do you think you've tried wine? Like a whole glass of wine, not just a sip of wine. Because the first sip is always the worst of anything.
What is it?
Your first shot is always the worst.
It's the same. Yeah, but that's because I'm
like
and
then
then
it starts getting better. Like even if you have a mixed drink, your first sip, it's like you can taste it, and then it starts going down though.
I mean, I don't know. I've probably had a full glass of wine like 15 times.
I highly doubt that. You've probably had 1 or 2.
10.
You probably had like 3.
No, because I've had some like at like family gatherings or like. There's been times when I've had a full glass of wine.
I do not believe you, but okay. You know you're
10.
lying.
No, 10. In the last 3 years.
Okay.
10 times.
Okay. Good.
We
can go wine tasting for your birthday.
I'm not going.
And then we can do.
I'm not going.
Well, I'm gonna go without you and celebrate your birthday.
Okay, you can go
on
with
my
all the
own.
boys.
I will.
Oh yeah, no, you should go by your own. That'd be
buy
your own.
Buy my own.
I don't know. Guys, today, well, about a week ago, we put on the story asking people what's the worst thought that they've ever had. Because I was talking about how I've thought about, not that I want to, but I have thought about murdering pregnant women.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out how to get away with it.
I always want to spit in people's faces.
Yeah, so we asked you guys, what's the worst thought you've ever had? Mm-hmm. And I wanted to go through some of them here.
We won't share names because maybe you want to remain anonymous.
Yeah. Killing my family and eating them.
That's not crossed my mind.
I mean, like, the thought of doing it, like, it's clearly, I can think of doing it, but it's not a thought that I'm, like, actively engaging in, you know?
Yeah.
Don't
do it.
How easy it would be to kill someone in a specific scenario, usually where I am. If that's what I've said, if you want to kill someone, you usually can find a way how.
Yeah, I could find a way to kill you right now.
Yeah. Like, if you all of a sudden a switch just flipped and you just went psycho.
Like, I'm looking at you know what I'd do? I'd pretend everything's normal. I'd grab that bottle and I'd smash the shit out of it
on the back of
your head. And then I would just start slamming your face into the table until your face is just a pulp.
Well, what would be easier is if you just smash the bottle on the concrete real quick and then just stab my jugular with it.
Well, I'd hit your head first, then I'd stab you.
But what if I didn't get unconscious right away?
Oh, you'd go unconscious. You'd be like, ow!
And then you'd hit me with a follow-up swing to knock me out?
Yeah.
Nice.
Just like in the movies.
I used to hack pedophiles on Omegle and get them to turn themselves in.
That's kind of savage.
That doesn't sound like a thought. It sounds like he actually...
Wait, so you used to hack?
He would hack pedophiles on Omegle.
How do you hack them?
I don't know, dude. People are good at hacking.
It's kind of sick.
And get them to turn themselves in. See, I'm kind of skeptical. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, hack me. No, don't hack me.
Don't hack me, but like, I need some proof here.
Yeah, give me a little more info.
That you hacked these people.
How do you hack?
Because you're sounding a lot like Mr. Robot right now.
Yeah.
And
maybe he hacks them like he hits them.
Oh, he finds the pedophile on Omegle.
Then he finds them. Hacks them
with like a baseball bat.
And then says, hey, I will hack you again if you don't turn yourself in. And then they say, okay, sorry, sir.
Okay, yeah. Killing my bosses.
I feel like a lot of people have thought about that.
Yeah. I not currently.
I'm cool with my bosses.
I'm cool with my bosses now, but in the past I have thought about it.
Yeah.
One time I worked at a job where I was the only man. No, there was one chef that was a man, and other than that it was like 14 women.
What's wrong with that? Sexist?
No, it was fine. It was just annoying as shit because it's like, who's my boys? I don't got any boys. They're all like 30-year-old women.
You got girls.
Yeah, but like I can't be like, hey, what's up? You see that game last night?
You can. Maybe there's like a big, NBA fan in there.
Maybe.
Could have met your wife working at the restaurant.
My 35-year-old wife when I was
dropped
18.
Your water all over the table.
Someone says it involves murder and dissolving the body in my bathtub.
Someone seen Breaking Bad.
That has always seemed low-key kind of fire to me.
Just dissolving a body.
Yeah, just the thought that like you could clear all traces of someone's existence. Like if you were smart enough, like Dexter style, or where you take all the precautions, kill someone, put them in a tub, and they literally like, it's not like you're hiding something. It's just that they dissolve into nothingness. They're just gone.
Yeah, but then what do you do with all the stuff? It's just a bunch of blood mixed with chemicals.
But the chemicals just, like the blood's gone too.
The blood just doesn't disappear.
Dude, I think the chemicals destroy everything.
It might destroy the blood, but there's now more volume in there. It can't just
I don't think that's how this stuff works,
Do you know how science works? You can't just...
Do you know how these chemicals work?
No, but I know that they don't just dissolve everything.
Like, I literally think you could have like a cup, like a bowl of like this much.
Yep.
You put in an arm.
Yep.
Dissolves it. Same amount of shit. Put in a foot. Dissolves it. And I think it just like... It like
you sound
eats
real
it
dumb
into
right
nothing. Dude, I think I'm right.
Real dumb
I think
right
I'm
now.
right though.
I think you're very wrong. There was
you
like
think
you
it
can't
gains
just
volume.
Yes, displacement, something. I took science. I know how volume works.
I don't know, dude. I think I'm right. Someone let
Anyways,
us know if they know how
that's
this
the thing
works.
is like I wouldn't know what to do with those chemicals, because like I can't just
You can just leave it in like the cupboard or
cupboard. This is a body we dissolved.
yeah. I mean like a big pantry kind of. I mean you're gonna have to put it somewhere. You can't go.
Do you think my pantry is?
You can't go throw it away in the
Yeah, I
dumpster.
got chemicals in my pantry.
What I would do actually, I would dump like a little bit in my yard for like every day for like a month. You know.
Then you got this gross dead body chemical just sitting in your house.
Yeah, but that's the price you have to pay if you want to dissolve a human body. You're gonna have to give up your yard.
That is
or
true.
your house.
That is true.
All right. Someone said they've thought about how many babies does it take to paint a wall.
That is wow. That is How many do you think it would be?
I assume they don't mean like having the literal baby like paint a wall.
Oh, that'd be kind of cute.
I think they mean like
you need a lot of babies for that, because babies can't get high. Well, they could.
Babies would have
they could get high, but
the babies would have to climb on top of each other's shoulders.
yeah, I don't think they can do
Or you harness the baby into like a one of like the Cirque du Soleil like vest
Swings?
things, and it has like a
Just
rope.
rappel it
and
Pull
you
it
just
up.
pull the baby up,
Paint!
and he's like.
that. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Someone says, if I wanted to, I could literally grab my kitchen knife and murder my entire family.
You could do that. Don't do it.
I have a really powerful blender that like.
Would that dissolve your whole family too?
No. I'm just saying like there's been times where I've thought about like
Just putting your hand in there.
being like, hey mom, like the blender's not working. Can you check it out? And like she checks it out and then I turn it on.
The fuck?
Not that I don't know. You know.
Okay. Everyone's got their own things.
Someone says I could just floor it and run over this pedestrian.
All the time. Especially when they're just really slow in the crosswalk.
Yeah. Our friends I don't know. I don't think it's you, but like I have a friend. I don't remember who I do it with, but we're like, oh, yo, like that person, that's like 15 points. And if they like look a little older and more frail, it's like that's 25 points. And if it's a baby, it's like that's 35 points. And so sometimes we see a crowd and we're like, damn, that's like an ultra kill. That's like 112 points right there.
I hope that there isn't someone that has like potential serial killer vibes to them listening to this, because we might just be sparking something.
Hey, I mean, that's not our fault. They could listen.
I mean, it is, but I wouldn't want to be known as the podcast that started the next, Ted Bundy.
If this was what sparked them, like
Yeah.
they're already on loose ends.
If this podcast sparks anything for you, God help yourself.
If you ever listen to this and feel motivated to do anything in life,
Sorry, dog.
sorry, dude. I don't know what caused that. 'Cause
That's on you.
not motivating for us.
No. I stay unmotivated on this podcast.
Working hard?
What?
Gross.
Why would you do that when you could just not?
Yeah.
Do I look tired today?
No. Well, I think it's your left eye looks more tired than your right eye.
Yeah, I only close my left eye or my right eye when I sleep. It's my sleeping
just
eye.
sleeps with one eye open.
It's my awake eye. Keep one eye open, watching for my haters to come in.
My mom was telling me that nights when my sister or me are like flying to like a different place or like in a different country or something, she like doesn't sleep as well because she's like thinking
she's
about
worried about you.
Yeah, and I was just like, and so the other night she was like, oh yeah, I didn't sleep the whole night because like Morgan had a layover and she was flying at like 3 a.m. or something, and I'm like, that just fucking sucks. As like a parent, like
caring?
It's so dumb that you care that much. Like me flying shouldn't stop you from sleeping and then having like a bad next day because you're so tired. Like that almost bothers me that you care about me that much.
It's like stop. It
Like,
makes you want to be
stop.
a terrible child, so they don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
just,
should start Blending your mom. No.
Blending her?
Like, in the blender.
Oh, I didn't really get what you were. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Kyle, how we doing?
Good, but wait, I want to go back to parents.
Okay.
Like,
she just told me that, and I was just like, the concept of caring that much about my kid like pissed me off, because the fact that if I have a kid and my kid is at like a sleepover, and it's their first time ever having a sleepover, and they're not at home, and I'm like, oh my god, and I can't sleep the whole night because of that, because of a fucking sleepover.
Little Johnny Jr.'s at a sleepover.
Because if I can put myself in those shoes, like I know that if I'm, in fourth grade spending the night at Kyle's house, there is absolutely nothing life-threatening about this sleepover.
Hey, we had some wild times at our sleepovers.
We were drinking Fanta, playing like Madden with a creative player who's like really gross,
ton of candy,
and eating a shit ton of candy. That is the extent, like maybe a heart attack from candy.
But you're like
sugar.
11, so you're not going to.
Exactly. But just the fact that like a parent could like have 2 days ruined.
But you could just not care. You could just not care. It's like good to care, obviously. So like I feel like it's kind of a cool thing where your mom's probably like, I care this much about my kids. Like, go me. Because if I didn't care about my kids, that would suck.
Yeah, but wouldn't it suck knowing that like your kid was totally fine the whole fucking time, and you just wasted 9 hours laying in bed staring at the ceiling?
I mean, yeah, but
like it pisses me off.
But
like that
I would want to be awake, in case my child. I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna stay up all night for my kid's sleepover. I'm gonna be like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. I'm sleeping tonight.
But even the thing I never understood is like, I will 100% wake up to a phone call. I don't think I've ever slept through like a phone call if my phone has the ringer on.
Dude, I called someone in my sleep one time. I don't know how. I woke up seeing that I was dialing someone, and it was a random person in my contacts at like 2 a.m. And I rolled over. I'm like, what the hell happened? What did I do in my sleep?
Maybe you had a dream about them, and then you were like mixed between reality and your dream. And
maybe. I mean, I do get sleep paralysis quite a bit, and I hallucinate. So that could be it.
But that would be paralysis if you were like consciously like moving around, calling them.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I think I had my headphones in, and I think I laid on the little clicker thing, and somehow I called somebody. I still don't know how it happened, because it was a person that I've never called or texted one time in my life.
Do you remember who it is?
Yeah, I do. I do remember who it is.
Did they ever text you like,
no,
what was that about?
No.
So they just got a random, they woke up to a random call from Kyle Stafford.
Never brought it up to them.
That's really awkward.
Yeah, I do awkward things like that. Like when I sent my location to our old boss, I didn't mean to do it, but I somehow sent in a group chat to our old boss, John, and then some other guy.
Yeah, he sent his location, and then he tried to like make it better by sending this like paragraph.
I explained it way too much,
and it was like really awkward.
Yeah, it's one of those, those things where you look back and you just like you clench because you just like, that I hate that happened.
Yeah,
that is one of those situations.
Those types of situations when you look back and like hate yourself for something, I've noticed a trend. It's almost always that you hate yourself because you did too much. Yeah. In most scenarios, like I never look back and cringe because like I did something not enough. It's always like you sent too long of a text, or you like talked to this person and explained too much, or you talked to them for too long, or like I feel like it's always, at least for me, I always do like go above and beyond. Whereas if I can just limit myself, it almost always goes better.
So just stop trying so hard.
Exactly.
Do you have any moments that you can think of off the top of your head where you just like cringe when you think about them? I have a couple.
And not off the top of my head. Do you want maybe tell yours first?
Yeah. Okay. So I have a couple. One, I mean, this isn't even gonna sound like that bad, but it just makes me hate myself.
Okay.
But it was freshman year of high school. We were getting our school pictures. Luke probably doesn't even remember this, but me and like we go into the gym to get our school pictures. It was like the first, second day, and then Luke's on the other side of the gym. For some reason, I had the audacity to, I took my picture, I walked out. I see Luke on the other side of the gym. I scream across the gym something stupid like, "Hey, Lukey, smile good, baby." And I walked out thinking that was funny. And I look back thinking at all the upperclassmen that were standing there and probably looked at me like, fuck this kid. This kid is the worst. Because if I were older and I heard some little kid say that, I would be like, that fucking kid.
Yeah, but like it's not that a fresh or a senior in high school is that much more mature than a freshman.
No,
in high
but when you're a
school.
senior in high school, you think you are, and you hear this kid, and you're like, fuck you. I just like, it's not even a big deal, but like, no one remembers that. I just
But
look
you.
back, I'm like, fuck, I hate
Kyle,
myself.
you know what's funny? As I can almost guarantee not one single person
Yeah.
on the planet
Luke doesn't even
remembers that.
Yeah, it's
I
just
bet
me.
not
I
a
need to let it
single
go.
person in that whole gymnasium remembers that moment. I really think that not a single person in the entire gymnasium remembers that moment other than you.
That's good. It's just, yeah, it's one of those things that maybe I need to let go of it.
Yeah.
It's not something that haunts me every day, but
Maybe-
when something reminds me of it, I'm like, you know.
Maybe that thing you yelled made Luke smile better. And maybe
I don't even think he heard me. That's the thing, is it made it more awkward because he didn't even look at me. I was like,
I was like, yo, Lukey Foo, smile good.
That's the thing, is I probably had a high-pitched voice too, which makes it way worse.
And you were like 5'5".
smile good, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the other one is off top. I mean, I've got a lot of them that I can think of. 6th grade, sitting at lunch, just having a good time. All of a sudden, warmth on the side of my head. Someone had tripped, fallen, and slammed their pizza into the side of my head. He held it there for a good 2 Mississippi, where he was trying to be like, oh, my bad, while he held it there.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like, what is this? And then I had grease on my face.
But that's kind of different because that's not like something that you did.
Yeah,
That
but
happened to you.
It was embarrassing because I have memories of people turning around from different lunch tables and looking at me and pointing. And I was in 6th grade and I was, 11?
Yeah.
And I was like, and I didn't even go to the bathroom to clean myself off.
Would you
I just
wipe
used
it with
my sleeve and just
of your hoodie?
Yeah.
Bro.
The same hoodie that I used to wear every day.
That is a Kyle move.
That
right
is
there.
a 6th grader move.
Kyle is like going out of my way to fix this would make it. He thinks going out of his way would make it more awkward. So I'm just gonna embrace the suck.
Kinda, yeah.
And just
You're right.
fix it with my own sleeve, which then ruins another part of my day. You know?
Yeah. I don't remember the rest of the day, so maybe it went better. But yeah. No. I just remember I had. I could just rub my hair and it was just greasy.
Ew.
It was nasty. It was probably.
Be honest, did you cry when you went home?
No,
day?
I don't remember crying. But
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a specific one that stands out in my mind, but I do. Well, okay, so I saw this tweet that went viral, and it was some girl texted this guy and said hey, I had fun yesterday, but I think we should just be friends. And the guy responded and said, yeah, me too. And she responded oh, haha, that's not what you're supposed to say. Meaning she thought he really liked her, okay? And she was
she's playing games.
And she thought that he actually wanted to date, but she wasn't feeling it. And the fact that he said that really threw her off.
Makes her want him.
That's what what I've realized about myself
Yeah.
is the more I try and actually make this person realize that I care at all,
It pushes
makes them not, or I either get friend zoned or they just aren't interested.
Yeah.
But what I've realized is when I literally don't like this person at all or don't give a single shit about them is when they like me back.
That's the key to life, guys. Just don't care.
But it's the people that I don't like them. It's people that I actively dislike are the ones who like me.
Yeah.
And I'm why? I don't even I don't even try to talk to you.
It's because, it's probably they either, was it someone that maybe you were friends with and then you hate? Or it's someone that you've always hated, but they like you for some reason.
Well, it's not that I think hate, I guess, was the wrong word.
Okay.
It's just I'm so not into you at all.
Yeah.
And you're just into me for some
It
reason.
makes them want you more because it's a challenge.
And I can kind of relate to them though, because I feel I also have realized that I like someone until they like me back. I like the chase.
You like the chase.
I like the chase of the impossible.
Okay,
And then
you
when
gotta chase the most impossible person.
but then when the impossible becomes possible, I lose interest. I'm oh, this person's not that cool anymore.
You gotta figure that out, dude.
Yeah. I just think I gotta stop trying because I've seemed to find more success when I don't try.
Just don't put yourself out there.
Yeah. So I have a feeling that's just gonna lead to more nothingness.
Yeah. That's what I've been learning. I mean,
believe it or not, guys, if you don't put yourself out there, you actually don't meet new people. It's pretty crazy.
What's defining putting yourself out there, Fuck.
There we go, baby.
That's why I don't put myself out there.
Do you actually get self-conscious about like voice cracking? Not on the podcast, but like to a human? Do you
it depends who it is. Like if it's like I'm not worried it's gonna happen, but if it does happen, I'm like, fuck. But if it's like somebody sometimes if I can see that they are
like noticed it.
Yeah, if they kind of laugh, they'd be like, that was bad. And then move on.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the podcast I don't really care. It's funny at this point. But yeah, if I'm talking to somebody that's like, maybe I see them as above me, like if I was talking like the CEO of something,
yeah,
I would be like, fuck. see why I can't talk to people? You see why I stay inside?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, man.
I know, it's funny. People like, I still think about that question that guy had one time. How are you guys so confident? I find that hilarious because the confidence level is so low at times.
It's not that I have low confidence. I just
hate myself.
I just hate myself.
No,
I mean, I don't think I have low confidence. Like I'm cool with who I am, but I'm not someone that's like overly confident.
We have very run-of-the-mill confidence.
Yeah, I'm just your average Joe, man. Like I wouldn't say that I have a confidence. I just kind of don't. I've stopped caring as much what people think about me. Like there is still that voice in the back of your head of like, what's he saying about you? But I've kind of let that go a bit, and I'm just like, I'm gonna die at some point. That's like always what I revert back to is like, I'm gonna die, so why do I care about this?
That's good.
That's a very negative way of looking at things.
No, I think that's a good way of looking at things.
It's a negative way of looking at things, but you can turn it into a positive way of looking at things. Yeah. That's what I've done.
Okay. No, what's funny is I think what sparked my like willingness to just not give a shit as much as I used to is one time in high school, I saw one of my friends screenshotted a group chat of people talking shit about me, of a group chat I wasn't in.
Really?
Yeah, and like I'll never forget it. I got a screenshot from one of my friends that was in this other group chat and said, "Yo, like, just thought you might want to know this, that like these people are like talking mad shit."
Man, that person's kind of a snitch.
No,
you want to shout out the snitch?
No, I don't. I actually don't remember which of my friends sent it to me, but
it wasn't me.
They sent it.
I was talking shit.
It was a group chat of people talking shit about like it was when I made gaming videos.
Wait, it wasn't our group chat, was it?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't think.
No. Like our friends were always cool, but it was kind of people that I like sort of knew.
Yeah.
And they were like basically making fun of my gaming videos, and I got it. And like at the start, it really like bothered me, and then I realized like I don't even like these people in the first place.
It's like, why do you care about their opinion?
It's like, why am I letting people that I don't like at all like ruin my day?
Exactly.
And so I was like, I almost kind of doubled down on the stuff that like I wanted to even do more stuff that they were like making fun of me for.
Well, it's also like you have to keep in mind this was high school, right? Like this was like early high school too, like sophomore year.
Yeah.
So like no one's mature.
And I would have made fun of the videos I was making too, so I don't really blame them. They were terrible.
Like looking
videos.
back, do you like those videos?
I think there's a nostalgia to it. Like I don't think they're like good videos, but I understand that like those were like a stepping stone to where I'm at now.
Have you hit all those videos? Like, are there any?
They're all private.
Fuck,
can't find them.
I want to watch them.
I could send you a link.
I have a couple. I remember there's one video where you're like, it was like your first video and you weren't gonna say your name. You're like specifically like, I'm not gonna tell you my name because you guys might be like creepy and find me or something.
Okay.
And then you said your name later on in the video, and I was like, eh.
But did I say my full name or just?
No, you just said like John. You said someone's about like, oh hey John, blah 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 blah, and you're like, oh dang it, I just said my name. Whatever. And I was like, dude, nice.
Oh. But there's a bunch of Johns, so I kind of still didn't matter.
Yeah, you have just such a basic name that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, so why was that bad?
You were the one that didn't want your name released.
But maybe I meant I didn't want my full name.
No, you didn't even. No, I know for a fact you didn't want your first name said, and you were like blah blah blah, and then you were like, yeah, people be like,
I think
hey
you
John, and
misinterpreted
you're like, oh darn, I said my name.
I think you're misinterpreting me.
I'm
You're
not
putting words in my mouth.
I remember it. No words have been put in your mouth. I can find that video if you
you can't find it. Good luck.
I'll find you.
I know a video.
I know
you
your
can't
password.
find it.
I know your passwords.
No, you don't.
Is it the one I'm thinking of?
It's not.
Fuck.
It's not.
It's dangerous when like your friends know your passwords.
Dude, I used to have the same passwords for everything. And then
Same.
at my old job, like it was very much like all the people.
They're tech people.
Yeah, we're all like involved in like the internet sphere. And so we actually had a big meeting one day and they were like, yeah, we're basically making everyone add two-step authentication where like you have to use your password and use like the Google Authenticator app and like you have to change all your passwords and shit because like someone in our company got like hacked.
Damn.
And then they hacked all of their things because everything had the same password.
If I'm not, yeah. Yeah.
So
I might need to change the passwords.
yeah. The thing is like I get weird about storing passwords because if you want to, so like let's say you want to change your passwords. So like 12 accounts have 12 different passwords.
Yeah.
I can't remember all the different variations of 12 different passwords in my brain. So I either have to write it down on paper or write it down on an online account, which could also get hacked. So if I store it in like my notes on my phone, someone could hack into my Apple ID. Then they get all my passwords.
I know. My mom, she used to write down all of her passwords on a piece of paper and she would store it just like in a desk in the kitchen or something.
Yeah.
And then one day she loses it and then she has no passwords. And I'm like,
but she's also kind of smart.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, if you store it on like Google Docs,
yeah,
and
but if
someone hacks your Google, you're fucked too.
But if someone broke into our house and took that piece of paper, they'd have all the passwords. I mean, that's a weird thing to look for, but
someone breaks into your house and only looks for your internet passwords.
It was literally like a scrap of paper with like other writing on it and just passwords. It wasn't even organized. It was just like different directions of like passwords.
Dude, that's how my dad is. My dad is so messy that on his desk he has like a paper towel with like a phone number on it over here, and then he has like the back of like an old envelope with like another phone number.
Yeah.
And like, dude, my dad's
he's a pack rat, dude.
What's a pack rat?
It's where you just have a bunch of shit.
Yeah, like a hoarder.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, dude, and he doesn't have anyone in his contacts. He memorizes every phone number. So you go through his texts, and it's just like 50 different numbers.
Why doesn't he just make them their contacts?
Because he doesn't know how and doesn't care.
It's not that hard. You could teach him. You could do it for him.
I have, dude. You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah, it's true.
I've tried.
I know.
He also doesn't understand that when you finish using your phone, you have to hit the lock button. He thinks that when he hangs up, it's just done.
Dude.
And then he butt dials people.
My mom, every time she hangs up the phone, she doesn't press the hang up button. She just presses the home button.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Mom, you have to hang up the phone. You can't just click that. Then you hear us like talking. Like one time she called my sister. She didn't answer. And then she just clicks the home button. And then my sister gets like a 3-minute voicemail of my mom and I talking about Barack Obama. Like,
does it eventually just stop?
Eventually it does. It just stops. Like there's a limit. You can't just send like a 10-hour voicemail.
No, but I meant if it wasn't a voicemail though, like if you just like if you called me with your phone locked and I picked up,
yeah,
and I just left it there, would it just keep calling forever?
If you answered the phone,
yeah.
There's probably a limit on like your phone calls.
Because what if I picked up and I could just kind of spy on you for hours talking about Barack Obama?
I mean, that would be a very uneventful thing, and you'd have to hope my phone's like on speakerphone.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I've had like 3-hour conversations on the phone, so like you could listen for a while.
What's the longest phone conversation you think you've ever had?
Probably like 4 hours.
Damn.
5 hours.
When 5?
I don't know.
What do you think it was? Do you have a general?
Probably like with a girlfriend, just like talking at
5
night.
hours,
I don't know.
God damn,
That
bro.
sucks.
What did you guys talk about the whole time?
Nothing of relevance. I guarantee it. I don't know.
5 hours with a girl?
Probably.
I would run out of stuff after like an hour.
I think I did. I was like passing out and keep talking. And I'm like, what's up?
Just like, can we
You're
just
still
go?
here? Can I hang up? And yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm sure that's happened. Yeah.
5 hours? I think like girls that I really like, I can talk to for like 2 hours and it feels like it was like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think I've gone much more than like 2:15.
Yeah, but I mean, there are those times where like you talk to someone and you just literally lose track of time. Like sometimes that happens. It's harder to do that on the phone, but like in person, I can do that.
Oh, in person,
you're like, oh shit, it's like 6 a.m.
I could literally talk. Like, there's certain people that I could just talk to for like the whole day.
Yeah.
Like we could do nothing. We could sit and like not move and talk for like 9 hours, and I would say that was like a successful day for me.
Could you talk to me for 9 hours?
Not
you'd wanna,
you.
like jump off a bridge.
Well, the thing is, I talk to you for like
We talk
a
too
lot,
much.
dude. We talk a lot.
Yeah.
You guys got to remember, we not only do the podcast, but like we hang out outside of the podcast, and we play Warzone, which is just talking as well.
Yeah. I hear this kid's voice too much.
Mm-hmm.
Haunts my
I was told.
dreams.
I was told that I have a really good voice.
Wow, what idiot told you that?
This is the dentist lady
I
again.
say orphan. This orphan told me. I was visiting these orphans and they told me.
The dentist lady. I didn't mention it last episode, but she's like, "Oh yeah, you have like a podcasting voice."
Oh, you told her that you're a podcaster?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you telling strangers that you podcast.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yep. I was wearing my PIMS merch.
What you
By the way, guys, PIMS merch is out.
Yeah.
PIMS.store. I'm wearing the white shirt today, which I really am enjoying.
I'm enjoying your white shirt
Kyle's
too.
not wearing anything because go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
But yeah, guys, we launched our merch store, PIMS.store. Definitely check it out. We got hoodies, dad hats, T-shirts. You know what?
Yeah. Yes. No. Other one. Yeah. You had like a little fuzz in your eyelash. You got it. You're good.
Has it been there the whole time?
I just noticed
You
it.
dumb bitch.
It's a small little thing. You're fine.
God damn it, you fucking pussy ass bitch.
Okay.
You know, wait, are we allowed to say the C word on here?
No.
But
British people can.
that's
I don't
dumb.
want to. I don't
listen
want
to
to
a
use that
podcast
word.
with a bunch of Australians and they say it all the time.
Yeah. Well, they're Australian.
But what's the difference?
They can say it.
Why?
I don't want to say it. I'm not saying that word. That's
Can
the
I
word.
say it?
No. Don't
I'm
do
gonna
it.
say it. I'm gonna say it.
I'm cutting it out
Why?
because I'm just going to.
No, that's dumb.
All right, guys. John just said the word.
I didn't say it.
John said
But
it
if
a
I
bunch
edit an
times.
episode, I can say it all I want and you can't cut it out.
That's on you.
Okay.
When you get canceled, that's cool.
I'm gonna say it.
I'm
gonna say it.
I don't think you're going to.
All right, guys, I just said it. Kyle probably cut it because he's a fucking pussy.
John was too afraid. John
No,
chickened out.
you fucking cut it. I just said it.
Nope.
God damn.
Say it again. Say it again.
I did. I'm okay. Did you leave it in this time?
Nope.
Oh
I
my
mean-
fucking god, dude. Oh my god. PC, man. PC culture. SMH. Can't have any fun nowadays.
I'm having fun.
I want to do this thing. We got a comment a long time ago from this guy that said it'd be funny if you guys made a Grindr account for a week and then read some of the messages you got. And I want to do it, but Kyle doesn't want to do it with me.
I already basically have a Grindr account.
No,
and
you don't.
That's just my DMs that I get from people.
Bro, you don't get that many weird DMs.
You want to see what I got the other day?
Yeah, you got probably like one, but I'm saying if you made a Grindr,
I
you would
know.
get like 35 messages in like a week.
But that kind of scares me.
But it's just a meme, dude.
I
It's
know.
for the memes.
Yeah, I know.
Would you do it with me?
Sure. We can try it.
You can literally just post. It's just like 3 photos of yourself. You don't need to say. You can make up a name.
Oh, I'm picking some sexy ones.
Okay, you can put some sexy photos. Say your name is whatever the fuck you
Yeah,
want.
Jared.
You don't even have to give any info.
No, Tony.
Tony?
What's like a hot
Is this
name?
insensitive? If we pretend to be gay for the memes,
I feel like it kind of is.
I don't think so.
I think it kind
We're
of
not,
is.
but we did the same thing on Tinder though.
Yeah.
What's the difference? I pretended to
But
be a girl.
I used my real profile at the time.
Yeah, well, I pretended to be Jessica.
No,
something.
you just used you used a gingerbread house.
I know, but what was her name that we made up?
It didn't matter, dude. It was a gingerbread house.
Oh, well, I don't know. I think it'd be funny. So what would my name be?
You look like a Bruce. But that's
Dude,
not
don't
attractive.
say that. Come on.
That's not an attractive
Don't call
name,
me
no.
Bruce.
No, you look like a
My sister said her favorite
Like a
guy name
Tyler.
is Declan.
Ew. Fuck, dude. I don't know what to do about this. Ew. Declan.
Declan.
I just
Wait,
think of a little duck.
You think I look like
Duckling.
what?
Tyler.
Tyler?
Like a
He couldn't
like a
give me something cooler.
Sammy. No.
How come white people have just like the most boring names?
Well, we just think they're boring because that's the ones we're used to.
Yeah, but if you talk to like
Gary.
Antonio from Italy and you tell him my name's John, it's like so fucking lame. It's
He's probably
one
like,
syllable.
Whoa, that's awesome.
No, but it's like I think the more syllables, the cooler the name. And try and tell me a white name with like 3 syllables.
Stephanie.
Damn, bro, that's pretty quick.
Madeline. Madison.
Okay,
Oh,
a
girls'
guy name. There's none. Alec,
Flexington.
John, Kyle, Jordan.
Giordano. Dude, I can't. Alexander. There you go.
Alexander. That's 4 though. I said 3.
Okay. God. Alexand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alexio.
Alexio? That's not a white name.
Could be.
Alexio is like a
Who defines
a
white
Russian.
names? Are Italians white?
You know, in Stranger Things, have you watched all of Stranger Things?
Yeah.
You know the guy named like Alexei?
No. Oh, the Russian dude?
The Russian guy with the glasses?
He's white.
Well, he's not white. He's Russian.
Russian people are white.
No.
John,
That's way different.
White people to you are just American people. American white people.
Okay, I understand. Technically, yeah,
he
has white skin.
He is Caucasian.
But when people talk about white, they're not including.
It's Western Europeans is what they're talking about.
Wait, what are Eastern Europeans?
Eastern Europeans, Russia, Poland, like Serbia.
So they're not white?
No, they're white, but they're white, but white to us is white America.
Yeah, but
that's what people call white people.
I understand.
Like the white people that get shit on are us. It's Western.
I know.
It's Western Europeans.
That's why I'm saying this Russian guy is not like white.
Yeah, but he's white.
Okay, yeah. Technically, his skin is white.
Correct.
He's white.
Okay.
But in every other sense of whiteness, he's not white.
But he is.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in every other sense.
What other sense?
Do you follow me?
Give me one other sense.
That the fact that he's fucking Russian and that, bro.
So if a Russian person, a person that's Russian that lives here, are they white or are they just Russian?
I think they're Russian.
But what if they're just like super Americanized? Like they're not like Russian, you know what I mean?
That's the difference though. I think depending on how Russian they are.
That's what's wrong with our country.
But most people would agree with me, no?
I mean,
would you agree that if someone is like straight, like hardcore, thick Russian accent, people don't really view them as white?
Yeah, I think the white people that are the problem are us, Americans.
Yeah, it's
white
Americans.
That's what you should have been.
So like when people like are shitting on white people, they're not shitting on like people from like the UK, you know?
Not really.
Like,
I mean, there's
white,
probably some shitty people in the UK, but it's
we are the worst kind
Americans. We are the worst kind of people.
Yeah, so that's my point.
Yeah.
So like when you said like Alexio or whatever, like that's not really a white name.
His name could be Alexio and he could live here. You could name your person whatever you want.
That's true. Speaking of white names, my dad's mom, so my grandma, she got like divorced and then remarried to this guy, and this guy already had a son, and his son's birth name was Biff.
Biff. His name was literally Biff.
His name was literally Biff.
Isn't the and that's a disgusting name.
And apparently like when she like remarried, the guy and the son like moved in, and so there was, my dad has 4 brothers and a sister. Okay. So there was 5 guys and a girl, and then there's new kid named Biff, and they're all in this tiny little house, and apparently they just shit on Biff for his name. They just tore him apart because his name was Biff.
Oh, poor Biff. That sucks because like I'm glad that Kyle's not like a super awful name. Like Kyle's just generic boring name. But like if my name was just something so bad, like just Block or something, like well, that's just having an awful name.
Yeah. For how much I just shit on white names, the good thing is nowadays it's hard to have a white name that sucks ass. They're all very mediocre.
Biff's pretty bad.
Well, yeah.
Or like Hubert. If your name is Hubert or like Herbert. Or like
Herbert sounds like pervert.
Barney. Or like
human's name Barney, or it's just Barney?
There's a guy named Barney in some show.
Yeah.
How I Met Your Mother.
Howard isn't really good.
Howard sucks too. Bruce isn't very good. I said Bruce. That name kind of sucks.
So you just picked the fucking worst name and said I look like that.
Yeah. It was just the first name that popped in my head.
That's what Kyle does. He says I look like ugly people, and he says I have an ugly name. So what he's trying to tell me is that I'm ugly.
No. You're beautiful, baby girl. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Okay. Don't let people tell you otherwise.
Okay. No, I won't.
Okay.
But like, so what if you start to tell me that I'm ugly?
You can't let
I
me
just
tell
like
you.
have to like put my hand over their mouth.
Yeah, or plug your ears.
Yeah.
Just start yelling things.
Okay. So there's the question: if a tree falls in the forest, does it make any noise?
If Biff falls in the forest, does he make a noise?
No, but what's your answer to the question? If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it make any noise?
Yeah, it makes noise.
Okay. I would beg to differ.
Dude,
But
you know it does.
no, I've always stood by that. It's similar to my theory of you can't prove something's there if you like can't.
You just
see
like
it.
to have theories just to
No,
have
I'm not
theories.
just trying to be a contrarian. I just really think that how can you prove it?
You can't prove it, but
That's what I'm saying.
if you had to bet all of your money ever, would you bet on no sound is made?
If I can't prove it, it's the same either way.
But let's say that there is an answer. Like there is an answer, correct?
Yeah.
If somehow we could find out that answer, would you bet on it making a noise or not making a noise? Because I would bet on it making a noise.
But the whole premise of the question is that
I know,
it's not
no,
possible.
I know,
So it
but-
would be a different question if the answer was possible to find. Because the whole point is, and no one is around to hear it.
No, I understand.
So if someone can hear it, then it's a totally different question, and then I would agree it makes a noise.
I would argue that it would fall and sound waves would still go. So it makes sense.
I don't know. I think that, like I said, I'm not trying to say this just to say it. I really
feel like you are.
No, because I honestly believe that, like, if I can't see something, I don't know what it's like out there. Like your house, like I've said, I agree that when we drive, your house is most likely going to be there. But I'm just saying right here, right now, I honestly think the world could be in a way where things come into existence when you perceive them.
Dude, you got a dumb brain.
How do we know, though?
You got a dumb brain, dude.
You guys are just lame-os.
You got a dumb brain.
I fucking hate you guys. All right. But
there's not one person listening.
yes,
that's
there
like,
is.
John's onto
You're
something
wrong
here.
because I've talked to people that agree with me.
Name them.
I don't know.
Bruce and Herbert and Biff.
Okay. But relating to that question, if someone says you're ugly, but you cover your ears and can't hear it, did they really call you ugly?
Yeah.
But that's
Plug your ears. Plug your ears. Plug your ears.
Okay, hold on.
You're ugly. You're ugly. You're fucking ugly.
Hold
You're
on.
ugly.
Okay, go.
You're ugly.
I don't hear it.
You're ugly.
Are you talking?
Yep. You're
I
ugly.
can't hear
You are
shit.
very ugly. So ugly.
Let's go. This is nice, dude. Guys,
Ugly.
one thing we've
Ugly.
learned in life is
Ugly.
if you just don't let the haters talk to you, you can't be hurt by them.
That's true.
So I
Very
can't hear
true.
anything. So for all I know, I'm the most beautiful man in the world.
Ugly.
Ow. I put my fingers really far in my ear.
Do you use Q-tips in your ears?
I love Q-tips.
You ever like stick it too far?
I have. Not in a long time, though.
Painful.
I kind of like the feeling of like you kind of threading a needle, like trying to just see how far you can get it.
Are you like bending it around your ear?
Kinda.
Ew.
I just like try and kind of finesse it really deep in there.
But apparently that like just pushes all the earwax back into your ear. I
If
still
that's
do
the
it.
case, there's a shit ton of earwax back there, just stockpiled.
Dude, have you ever done the drops in your ear to get your earwax out?
No.
Dude, I did that because like I thought I had water in my ear, and so you lay on your side and you put these drops in your ear, and I hate the feeling of it because you know like when water gets in your ear and you just know, and like
Yeah.
usually you can kind of like do something about it, but this you have to sit and just take it, and then you get all the shit in your ear and you can hear it fizzling around like dissolving the earwax,
Okay.
and it's like a weird. It feels like something's crawling in your ear. Then you dump it all out and it's all gross. That's it.
The earwax just falls out of your ear.
Well, no, it's like it. I think it gets broken down by this.
Oh, so you
It's
don't
like
get to
it's like
see it
dissolving a
come
body.
out.
So there's more liquid comes out than you put in.
No, someone in the comments gotta let us know if that's
Nah.
the case with that liquid stuff. If there becomes more
the,
liquid.
The only way it wouldn't turn into more liquid is if everything turned into a gas, which that might be true, but I don't think that's true. Because that's
so
literally
now
the only
Kyle's
way.
trying to defend his tracks and
Being-
say, well, before I said you're totally wrong, but now you might
I
be
do
right.
think you're totally wrong, but literally the only way it's possible is if it all turns into gas. And then there's just like John gas in
You
the
don't
air.
think there's this liquid that can dissolve something and have the same amount of liquid as there was before it dissolved it?
But the thing with matter is it has to go somewhere. You can't create nor destroy matter, John. I took science.
Yeah. So what if it turns into a gas?
That's the only way. That's literally
Maybe.
the only way. I'm sure part of
You're
it turns
sounding
into
way
gas.
too confident for being
I'm
someone who hasn't
so
taken a
confident.
science class in like 10
I'm
years.
so confident. No, it hasn't been 10 years. It's been like
5 years.
5 or 4.
Okay.
We didn't learn about dissolving bodies though, so.
Unfortunately not. All right. Well, guys, we're going to move on to our segments here.
Wait,
but,
real quick before we do that, I want to give some hardcore life advice from Kyle, all right?
okay.
Okay, here comes some life advice. All right. So I'm moving out soon. I've been going through all of my stuff in our attic. I have way too much stuff. This is me telling you younger kids, I collected a lot of things. I collected baseballs. I collected baseball cards, basketball cards, Pokemon cards, all this shit. All my old baseball Little League hats. Kept them all. Don't know why. Don't do that. If you have something that you are serious about collecting and you can realistically be like, I'm going to keep this the rest of my life, go for it. But if you have like a semblance of like, I might not want this, get rid of it when you can, because you don't want to be my age and getting rid of all your shit now when you're moving out, like a week before you're moving out, because it's stressful and it's a lot of shit.
And it's
it
all
sucks.
garbage.
And it's all stuff you realize you didn't need. Like, I didn't need like 5,000 baseball cards. Like, I had boxes.
Wait,
and
you're
boxes.
just throwing them away?
No, I'm donating all my stuff. I'm just not throwing it all away.
But some of those things, like Pokemon cards, if you have the right ones, are valuable.
So my sister kept her Pokemon cards. I kept some baseball cards that I know are valuable.
Wait, what about your Pokemon cards?
I couldn't
she
find
keep them?
mine. I think
bro.
they ended up in her book. I didn't really care as much though. But yeah, dude. Just if you guys are collecting things, like if you collect like, I don't know, what do people collect? Beanie Babies, dude. I had so many stuffed animals.
You found an old Gatorade bottle?
I found an old Gatorade. Like, it was filled. It was a Gatorade that expired in 2008. Why did I have that? I think I liked the logo.
There
and it
were
was
kids
kinda
listening
cool.
to this born in 2008.
Some of you might not even been born yet. I had that Gatorade when you were born. Why did I have that? Luckily, it didn't leak everywhere. That would have sucked ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, like, I had so many Beanie Babies and stuff, and like, I'm only kept 2 of them because those are like the most meaningful ones to me, and then the rest of them I just got rid of them.
Yeah. No, I would agree with that wholeheartedly. Like when you're moving, you really realize how much stuff you have. Like if you've never moved, you keep a bunch of your shit because you think that maybe one day this math journal where I learned how to do calculus will be helpful to me in my daily life. So I should keep it and store it in this back cabinet just in case.
You'll never look at it again.
15 years later, it's still sitting there, and then you have to move, and then you're like, oh shit, I have so much fucking schoolwork.
Same.
And I'm like, why did I keep this AP biology shit?
I don't know. I'm about to go through all my schoolwork within this next week. So stay tuned for the future episodes. I might bring a couple things that are worth sharing on the show.
Yeah.
All of it, the rest of it, getting just tossed because I don't need that shit.
I would agree, guys. If you always want to keep less than you think you want to keep.
Yeah.
So just throw some of that shit away.
Get that shit out of there. Trust me.
Okay. Well, today we have why'd you Google that and fan questions. So, Kyle. So, guys, we're going to move on to the segments here. Also, real quick, the next 2 months or so, we're going to be pretty busy with the podcast because I'm going to be gone for Christmas and Thanksgiving. But we promise you guys we won't miss an episode. So if you guys have any ideas for something that's kind of like a game or like a quiz or just a talking activity that we could do for like kind of a whole episode, something that would just take the burden off of us trying to like bring interesting topics and more of like
we're going to have to doing a lot of like double episodes.
There might even be a day where we got to record 3. So with that being said, we need ideas because we don't want to just post an episode where it's like 35 minutes of us like kind of having nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Because like the thing with the podcast is the way we have it going now, like each week we have a good amount of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, and things happen that,
Yeah, things happen that help add to the conversation. But in all reality, like if you're just sitting with your friends, eventually you and your friends are going to run out of things to talk about.
Especially when this is you need to be talking about stuff.
Yeah, like if Kyle and I were just shooting the shit, not recording, we could talk, but that's because there's like pauses and there's time to process and marinate. Kyle's favorite word.
Yeah, I don't like that word.
But when we got to be going the whole time, it helps if like we have a direction.
Sure.
So hit us up.
Direction.
Yeah, hit us up with ideas.
Not erections.
Don't hit us up with your erections.
Please do not.
Please,
I
dear
will block.
God,
I
do
will
not.
block you. I will block you.
Okay, so today we have why'd you Google that and fan questions. If you're new around here, how it works is we go on Google, we start typing something in, and we see what the autofill fills in, and we find the most interesting one.
Exactly.
So today I have how to make, and I saw people, and I was like, how to make people, and I
How to make people?
how to make people like you.
Ooh, I do need to learn this. No one likes me.
But I will preface this by saying, guys, I think if someone doesn't like you, don't try to be yourself, okay?
Don't try to be yourself.
No, try to be yourself. Don't
Okay.
try and change for them.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you're going to be insecure and change to make people fake like you, here's how you do it.
Yeah.
10 simple ways to make people like you more.
Sweet.
Ask questions. I've noticed people who ask questions are often well liked.
But don't ask dumb shit. Like, what's that? What does that do? How come that doesn't work? How does this work? Don't do that.
Who does that?
Little kids. And they're annoying.
Okay, yeah, I guess little
What's that
kids.
mean?
I've never just met like a 22-year-old guy and I'm like, hey man, how's it going? He's like, what's that steering wheel do?
What did you like? Would you like him? Probably not.
No, I wouldn't. But
That's
no,
how you make people not like you. So
Yeah.
that's bad advice.
no. But if I meet Kyle at
Oh,
Chipotle,
what do you do for fun?
say, hey man, cool shirt. Where'd you get it? And he goes, I don't know.
I stole it.
And then I say, cool. Have a good one. He'll be more likely to like me, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Number 2, talk more, not less. What was that? What was that? What was that? Dude,
Long
that,
crack.
I thought like you held the note for a long time.
That's a note only I can hit.
Did you Bro, you like
Yeah, that
you
was
kept
bad.
it going on purpose kind of, right?
Well, I just wanted to. I hope it would crack eventually, but it just kind of
It
stayed.
just kept going.
Stayed going. Yeah.
Damn. So they say talk more, not less. A friend of mine is a small business owner and he's extremely well liked. Blah 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 blah. He talks a lot.
But don't talk too much, because I hate people that they don't shut the fuck up. It's like, dude, let me talk. This is not a one-sided conversation.
Do you feel like I dominate the conversation here sometimes? On PIMS?
No,
Because sometimes
because I'll
I'm-
interrupt you, like I
That's
just did there.
No, that's good. And I worry because sometimes I'm editing and I'm like, damn, I talked for a long time.
I don't know.
Okay, that's good.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, let us know. If I talk too much, I'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
3, give your time.
What?
Okay. They just mean like give time, like
Oh.
like be willing to like spend time.
Took me
on
15
people.
minutes to get here. That's my time.
Dude, I'll be honest though, I don't think I'm gonna help you move because that sounds like it sucks.
No, yeah.
And I don't want to help you move. And
Thanks. I wouldn't help
not a
you
good
move
friend.
either. You already helped me kind of move. Well, I helped you move once.
You did.
But you sort of helped me move some stuff into a pod, and then we took the couch
That's
here.
true.
So we
So we're
were kind of
kinda
even,
even.
so we never have to help each other again.
Yeah. Number 4, listen better.
Okay.
All right.
Just listen.
Number 5, really and truly care.
But
So
what
don't
if I just don't care? Then I'm
That's what
unlikable.
Yeah, that's what is hard. Is like if I want to be nice to someone and they're talking to me about knitting, it doesn't matter how nice of a person they are. I just am not gonna care.
You just hit him with the dang. That's crazy. That's crazy that you knit that scarf.
Damn, dude, that's wild.
Damn,
That's
bro.
sick.
Can't believe that.
All right. Number 6, admit it. You don't know everything. So admitting when you don't know what the answer is.
Right.
See, on
Like-
this show, we just like to pretend. We just make up an answer and pretend it's accurate.
Yeah. People like give us shit for that, thinking that we're dumb, which like we are dumb. But sometimes we kind of just go with things and just think it's go with it being the right answer, and we know it's not, and we don't
We
care.
just don't give a shit.
People are like, dude, that's wrong. No shit. God.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's
People
the
just don't
I think
get
that's
humor.
that's the main thing that people like still have yet to get about the show.
Yeah.
All right. Number 7, go for the laugh every time.
That's what I do.
It's hard to hate a
You're
joke.
ugly. Got him. That was pretty funny.
Okay.
Now I'm likable.
Okay. I was gonna read the description, but I'm just gonna leave it at that.
That's you can't. Yeah.
8, lighten up. That's I think
Lose
I've-
weight.
I've-
That's all right. That's easy.
well,
Exercise.
it might mean lose weight, but
yeah, no, I know. Yeah,
No.
don't take everything so seriously.
Yeah, I feel like this show has helped me not take myself so serious.
Same here.
Uh,
Not that I really did before.
yeah. Number 9, don't be pushy.
Yeah.
A difficult trait to master.
It's like you can't force someone to do something.
Yeah. Dude, trying to force someone to like care about something they don't care about is the worst.
I've tried a lot with sports. With you trying talking baseball with people like John, you
And
just can't do it.
Me and Shim will be sitting there, and Kyle will be like, yo, dude, this guy's going to be really talented in a couple years. The Mariners are going to be good. And Shim and I look at each other and look at Kyle. We're like, dude, that's sick, bro. Go Mariners.
Yeah,
But we just don't give a shit.
makes me feel unliked.
Yeah, it kind of does, huh?
Yeah.
It makes you
Makes
feel
me
like
not like you. So who's losing there?
both of us.
It's a lose-lose.
Number 10 and last one here to help make people like you. Admit your weaknesses. Okay? So like me,
I can't do tricep dips. That's my weakness.
yeah, Kyle dislocates his shoulders really easily.
All the time.
And what's my weakness, Kyle? I don't think I have
What do you
any.
struggle with?
Nothing.
Body hair.
Ooh, yeah. I'm going to
That's
have
John's kryptonite is fur.
yeah. Oh, gorilla neck. That's a weakness of mine.
Yeah.
Like I like how I look from the front, but I've seen photos of like the backside of me and I'm like, what the fuck is that, dude? You ever seen a
Yeah.
photo of just your backside?
Yeah,
It's
it
weird,
catches you
dude.
off guard. Like you don't know what you look like from the back, and then you see yourself and you're like, yeah.
Or from like a profile shot. I'm so ugly from the side, dude.
Same. I don't like how I look, but it's also like when I see my face for the first time, like not flipped in it, because I'm used to looking at my face in Snapchat or in a mirror to where that's what it looks like to me. Now I see what it's like actually like. I'm like, ew, that's my face that people see.
Yeah, dude.
And that's like if when you send me a Snapchat, it looks weird because I'm used to seeing your face, but to you that like looks probably better when you're looking in Snapchat, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, it is weird.
It's weird.
Like the only time I don't think I'm ugly is when I'm looking in a mirror
Same.
or on Snapchat.
Same.
And, like side profile on either side. Behind, I look like a gorilla.
Yeah. You ever just watch the way you move and you're like, ugh.
Bro,
I move weird, dude.
yeah. You ever seen like, well, I mean, I guess I'm more used to it because I've done videos for a long time.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Just like when I first saw videos of me like working out, like doing push-ups and stuff, I'm like, do you think lefties move differently than right-handed people?
A little bit.
Because I swear
Got a
I can
little
tell
flair
if
to you.
someone's lefty by the way they're like walking in a gym.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, dude. They just have like a different. Because I see a video of me doing push-ups and then I see a video of a different guy. I'm like, that guy's definitely right-handed. I don't know, dude. There's something about just like the way that I move.
Yeah, I don't know. Just the way that I move when like I bend over to pick stuff up, or like if I'm just walking around or like doing anything athletic, I'm like, what? I thought I was more coordinated than that. Apparently not.
Yeah,
The
I
Olympics
don't
proved otherwise.
Yeah, bro. All right. Well, should we hop into the...
do it.
Wait, what'd
Oh.
you Google this week, Kyle?
Oh yeah. All right. So I wanted to learn about dinosaurs
okay.
because my coworkers tell me about this. I'll tell you about it in a little bit. But I wanted to learn about some of the most like, if you really think about it, there were some gigantic beasts in our past.
Yes,
that-
there were.
before we were here. And it's actually kind of crazy to learn about them. Dude, there was an 8.5 foot
Wait,
long.
what did you Google?
I just Googled like scariest dinosaurs.
Okay.
Or like most scary prehistoric things.
Most scary prehistoric things.
All right, I'll show you what scariest things from dinosaur era is what I Googled.
Oh,
right?
okay.
This was just a curious thing that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a millipede that is 8.5 feet long.
Millipede? That's
Yeah.
like a centipede.
You know what a millipede is, right?
No.
Like we have millipedes. They're like this big. They're like the little black thing that looks like a centipede that's
So it's just like a centipede.
has a
but
bunch of
way
legs.
Bigger.
Yeah, but it's huge. And
Do
it
you have a
like
photo?
look at that thing. The thing comes towards you. You're
What?
fucked. Dude, it's taller than Yao Ming. Coming at you.
Dude,
Probably
bro, that's
poisonous.
longer than this. That's like the length of the studio.
Yeah. It's huge. God. Okay, and then there's a 40-foot long crocodile that was 10 tons named
40.
Sarcosuchus.
Wait,
Sarcosuchus.
that was his name, or that was like the species?
That's like the species. Sarcosuchus.
40 feet.
Yeah, dude. It
How
was-
long is like a basketball court? Isn't a basketball court like 60 feet?
Something like that, dude. It's 40 feet. That's pretty damn far, dude.
That's like over half a basketball.
That's what
court.
divided by 3. That's like fucking shit. That's like 12 yards. No,
I don't know,
That's huge though. 10 tons,
bro. How?
Wait, 10 tons. That's
How much does an elephant weigh?
wait. How
Wait,
much is
10
a ton? Is that 2,000? Is 20,000 pounds?
Wait.
What?
Wait, how
Dude,
many? Hold on.
dude, its skull is 6 feet long.
How many pounds?
His head is
in a
taller than
ton?
me.
A ton is 2,000 pounds.
Dude, it's 20,000 pounds and 40 feet long, and its head is bigger than us.
Wait, how much do you think an elephant weighs?
I don't know, 3 tons, 4, 5.
Wait, you think an elephant weighs that much?
Nah, probably weighs like 2.
African bush elephants, so like the big boys,
Yeah.
are 13,000 pounds, which is
So that's like almost half of this guy.
yeah. So elephants are 6.5 tons, and that was 10 tons.
Yeah.
Bro, imagine a fucking alligator. Wait, what is it? It's like a crocodile thing.
Yeah, it's like a crocodile like reptile.
That's like double the weight of an elephant.
Yeah.
And
It has
40 feet long.
132 teeth. Dude, fuck that. Okay, then there's Gigantosaurus. That's the biggest. I think it's the biggest, one of the biggest dinosaurs. It's 43 feet long. Its head is 5'2", and it has teeth that are. Oh, it doesn't say how long the teeth are. It's got big ass teeth.
Its head is taller than like a lot of people.
Yeah,
5'2". National Throw Short People Day.
that thing would have thrown people with its face. Okay, then there's Megalodon.
I've heard of Meg. There's a movie called Meg, and it's
Yeah.
about the megalodon, right?
59-foot long shark
Bro,
with 7-foot jaws. Dude, that thing could eat like Shaq.
dude,
5 rows of teeth.
that is my absolute biggest fear.
How do you have 5 rows of teeth? And they're all huge. Okay, then there's also Jacalepterus is a giant sea scorpion that's 8 feet long.
Okay.
So that's kind of scary. And then this is the scariest one to me that my coworker was telling me about. Titanoboa. It was a 42-foot long snake that would eat crocodiles.
What?
Yeah.
Like the big crocodile we were just talking about? That was 20,000 pounds?
I don't know about that, but it was eating like regular crocodiles.
40-foot
This
long?
snake would have had Indiana Jones trembling in his fedora.
Oh.
That's what the article says. So there you go.
You would be trembling in your fedora.
Oh, I would have. My fedora would have trembled off my head.
Yeah. Damn. Would you rather get eaten by a megalodon, like in a boat, and then you just get consumed by one of those things, or eaten by like the whatever that biggest land one
I'd
was?
take megalodon because I'm way more scared. Sharks and snakes are my 2 like big things, but snakes for sure are scarier.
No, I didn't mean the snake one, like the other dinosaur one you were saying with the
Oh, the
5-foot
big.
head.
Oh. Wait, the crocodile one or the giant?
The giant one with the 5-foot
Yeah,
head.
just scoop me up.
Yeah. You'd
guzzle
rather
me
have that
down.
than the
Yeah.
megalodon.
Yeah, probably.
But you'd rather have the megalodon than the snake.
Yeah. Snake is my.
I feel like
nope.
getting eaten by a snake would be low-key kind of peaceful, though, because like they don't really digest you, right?
No, they literally swallow you whole and you digest in there.
But like, I don't think they like, you don't fall into like a stomach acid and start dissolving. Like,
You get dissolved as you go your way down the snake. I would be in this tube being like, well, shit.
yeah, but you'd still be consciously alive, right?
Yeah, that's worse. I'd rather just die.
You'd have a chance of like maybe like puncturing its
Dude, this thing's
side
like an
and,
armored
getting
snake.
out.
I'm not like busting through with my knife that I just have on me.
Your little dagger, you like.
That would be nothing to be like poking with a toothpick.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
All right. Well, thank God that those things don't exist.
I'm so glad I didn't live back then.
It's so weird that like turtles and alligators and crocodiles are like low key part of that.
Yeah. I'm glad they all shrunk down.
turtles, but alligators are.
Well, there's like a giant sloth too, right? There's like a huge sloth.
That's kind of horrifying.
Yeah. I don't know if it moved slow
Sloths
or
are
what, but
cute, but I don't want to see a big one.
yeah. They kind of have that little face like I could kill you, you know?
Yeah, yeah. All right, so we're going to move on to the last segment here, which is fan questions, our personal favorite. If you guys ever want to ask us questions, be sure to DM us on Instagram or respond to our stories when we ask for questions at PIMS Podcast. Go get us to 2,000 followers. Do any questions stick out to you, Kyle?
Yeah, let's see. All right, this one's from Enzo_Enzo_Enzo. So Enzo
Okay.
asks, Would you rather have 7 toes on one foot and 2 on the other, or breathe out of your ears? I think I'd breathe out of my ears, but that means I wouldn't be able to wear headphones because I'd suffocate. It's like putting nose plugs in. But also, like, if I had 2 toes on one foot, what am I doing?
You'd probably put your earbuds in your nose.
Oh yeah. So I just yeah, that could be cool.
So Kyle's grunting, but everything's coming out of his. So when he talks, though,
I have to put a mask on my ear.
Oh no, he still can.
Would I hear out of my ears? I hear out of my mouth, maybe.
No. You can still.
What'd you say?
No, but like, all he's saying is your nose and your ears are flipped, right? So your mouth still functions normally.
Yeah, I think we could assume that.
So you're not like talking out of your ears.
So I smell out of my ears then?
Probably.
Some that I'm wearing. I could just wear these as my mask. I just wear these all everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Dude, if I had 2 toes on one foot though, it's like I can't do anything.
But your other foot would have really good balance, dude.
Yeah, I'd have elite balance on my like left foot, but my right foot would just be.
You just tip over.
Yeah, like you can't be very stable.
You probably wouldn't be very good at squatting.
Or I could get one on like outside and one on the inside, so I at least have like a little bit more leverage. But if it was like 2 in the middle, it's like I'd be tipsy. But yeah, if it's like this, like the Spock, whatever the hell. I haven't seen Star Trek, but yeah, that.
I think I'd rather choose the 7 toes and 2 toes just because I think putting things in my nose and ears, people would think I'm a psycho.
Yeah, but then you take your shoes off and everyone's like, ugh.
Yeah, but no one really sees my toes anyways.
That's true.
So I'd go with the toes one.
Okay, good answer.
What
I'll
about you?
I'll go with the ears.
Next question. Our buddy Steve asks, if you had a sandwich named after you in a deli, what would it be called and what would be on it?
Ooh. Let's see. I'm not a big sandwich guy. Mine would be toasted, that's for sure. I have a weird thing about like cold cuts. Like I need them to be warm.
Okay.
Otherwise they taste different to me. Like it's a texture thing for me. Like I can't help it.
The texture doesn't change though. It's just the temperature.
It does to me. The temperature is a texture to me.
Temperature's not a texture.
Because it's a different texture. It's like a warm slimy instead of a cold slimy. Cold and slimy, nope. Okay. Anyways, I don't know. What would I even put on it? I don't make a lot of sandwiches, dude.
Dude, the world is at your disposal. All
right.
Any type of bread, any type of meat.
Some good, like baguette French bread.
Okay.
Fire. Okay, it's gonna be soft. And it's not gonna be too crispy where it's gonna like fucking slice your mouth up. Yeah. All right. It's gonna be nice and soft. Inside, we have some cheese, some like nice cheese, like maybe some Gouda, some Gouda cheese. Okay. Right. We're gonna put a little bit of bacon in there. Some thick cut bacon in there.
So full slices, not like
full slices, thick cut
bacon.
I'm not a bitch. All right. Okay. Thick ass bacon. All right. Then we're gonna put we'll put chicken breasts in there. We're gonna put whole chicken breasts with our bacon.
Is it fried or just like a grilled chicken breast?
Grilled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then we're gonna have some sauce, like some campfire kind of sauce vibes, where it's like like our secret sauce that's basically just mayo with something else.
And mayo and ketchup,
basically, or like maybe mayo and barbecue. Yeah. That's what we're throwing on there. Then we're gonna have some spinach. We're gonna throw some
spinach.
Some onions, maybe some like little some caramelized onions on there. We'll throw maybe a little bit of maybe some marinara. Get a little weird.
Whoa, mixing in some marinara.
I'm just trying to
with
throw
the campfire.
some fun things on my sandwich, and that's pretty solid sandwich. That sounds pretty damn good.
Sandwich.
And we're gonna call it the Chug Special.
Chug Special.
Yeah.
And it comes with a big beer that you have to chug.
Yeah, it comes with like a boot beer.
And if you can finish the sandwich and chug the boot beer within 15 seconds of each other, then you get it for free. It's like a challenge.
Okay, sure. I wouldn't even pass my own challenge.
I would have focaccia bread.
What's that?
Focaccia?
No.
It's like
sounds good.
It's
it's a bread that you can't pronounce.
It's kind of like a French
good.
bread that's kind of expensive with seasoning on it, and it's when you bake it, it gets really. It's just I don't know how to describe it, but you know it. You've had it.
Okay.
And it's gonna have some sliced.
Is it gonna be warm or cold?
Actually, no. It's gonna be grilled. It's gonna be warm.
Okay. Yes.
I like cold, but if I'm having any sandwich and it's gonna be a good one, it's gonna probably be warm. So it's gonna be fried chicken.
Oh, fat ass.
Fat, thick chicken breast.
Okay, that sounds good.
Fried.
Nice.
It's gonna have aioli sauce.
Ooh, that's good. I might toss some of that on mine too.
Some aioli on there. It's gonna have melted pepper jack cheese.
little spice.
Personally, I definitely have onions, but
Nice.
maybe not caramelized. Maybe just some like.
I can ride with some raw onions.
And then bacon.
Nice.
Maybe some tomato, which Kyle's not really a fan of, but you could take it off.
Okay, let's slice
Some
throw 'em off.
tomato, and then
Flip them over to you.
maybe like some lettuce, probably just for that added crunch.
Okay.
It's just Kyle would take.
It
the
feels
veggies off.
unnecessary to me to have
I like
lettuce on
the
a
lettuce.
sandwich.
It just
Yeah.
adds a texture, and yeah, it would come with fries though. Like
Oh, okay.
yeah, it
That's
has
good.
to come with fries.
Okay, solid.
And it's gonna be called the juicer, because every time you take a bite, the fried chicken is so just perfected that it's the juicer. So
juicer.
you bite and it squirts everywhere.
The squirter.
The squirter.
The squirt. Can I get the squirt? Can I get a foot long squirt?
Yeah.
Nice. That
So
sounds
that's
pretty
that.
fire.
I
I want a sandwich now.
Do you want to pick the next one, or you want me to read one to you?
Alright. Let's see.
You can pick it.
Okay, Gingy Ginger 12
Okay.
asks, how much is enough?
Hmm.
That's a pretty general question that you can take anywhere you want it. How much is enough? When is it too much, John? When is it too much?
How much? That's actually, this is a, like, I don't know if he's trying to like meme or if he's like being serious, but this is an actual good question that I've been contemplating a lot recently.
How much is too
How
much?
much is enough?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Enough is enough. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I had a burp coming. In terms of stuff, as I've said earlier, enough. You have enough. Okay? I have
Yeah.
enough. Get rid of it. That's too much stuff.
Yeah.
Enough stuff. Okay? I've had enough of the stuff.
Yeah. I think for me, by no means do I make like a lot of money at all. Like we both could be making,
We're poor.
we could make a lot more money. But I've even realized, even with the little bit of amount of money that I make, it's like I've realized that things like possessions and stuff don't mean much at all.
Yeah.
Like you can, I guess my point is, even if I made a lot of money, I think I would buy the same things that I buy now.
Yeah.
And so I think in that sense, it's made me realize that I'd like to make, $100,000 a year or some shit, but like, I think I'd be fine even if I didn't, because I don't really care for a lot of the things that I would,
Yeah.
like my life isn't going to drastically change if I make a lot more money anyways. So it makes me more content.
Sure. I think enough for me in my life, all I need is my friends, my family, our podcast, and just like a solid, like a decently nice place to live,
Yeah.
and like a car and stuff. Just like basic things. I don't need.
If you just happen to like have a bunch of money, like you got to a
Yeah.
point where you are making like $500,000 a year.
Like I'd buy cool stuff.
Like, what do you think you would spend money on
Like,
if you just had disposable money?
Don't think I would ever spend my money or go out of my way to collect things ever again, because I'm not going to be a collector. Like I don't need things. Like I don't want, I don't need all this, memorabilia or
Yeah.
whatever. Like I don't know. Like I don't need a bunch of like collectors. Like, oh, this ancient bowl in my house, like my prized bowl. Like no, I don't really care that much.
Okay, but what would you spend it on?
Experiences probably.
Okay.
Like
So would you go to like fancy dinners and like
not like that. I mean, every once in a while I'll treat
Yeah.
myself, but like Mariners games, like doing fun things, like skydiving. Like I'm gonna spend all my money on
I was
skydiving.
gonna go skydiving twice a week.
Maybe I'd learn a cool skill, like how to fly a helicopter. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be kind of
something
cool.
kind of cool. Like I don't know. I don't want to have a bunch of just things. Like I don't
around.
need a bunch of things.
Okay.
I want to do things.
Kyle's gonna be the guy that has an apartment and there's just not a single thing on the wall, and have you seen the photo where it's just a TV and he just has like a lawn chair in his living room?
That's really all I need. Is a TV and a lawn chair and some food.
Yeah.
Chug sandwich.
Yep.
Like John was giving us shit because Jordan and I, we don't want a table in our apartment, because like when are we gonna sit at a table? That's just another thing I have to move and like have to deal with eventually.
I
want to have minimal things my whole
a dining
life.
room table just seems like a standard that everyone kind of needs.
You think Jordan and I are gonna like cook a nice dinner, sit down and just eat dinner together? No, we're gonna just
you're gonna
sit on the couch, get all fat, and watch TV.
But there's gonna be a place where people are want to gather. If you're gonna have like
The couch.
3 people over, and you can't all fit on the couch.
Exactly why we're gonna have a plastic table that we can bring inside, and like we're using the dining room space just as a workout area. There's a bench there. You can sit on the bench and eat dinner.
I highly doubt that you guys are going to utilize that to work out as much as you think you will.
I would utilize it more to work out than I would to sit and eat or gather.
Okay. Fair enough. Yep. Yeah, I think that's a good answer to the question.
That was a long answer for how much is enough.
All right. Let's see. At Braden.Morgan asks, what's the future look like for our productions? Possibly a sports podcast, question mark?
Oh, they want the sports podcast. You answer it.
We'll see.
For our production.
I want to grow the 2 shows we currently have. If you guys aren't familiar, I have a music podcast with my buddy Matt called Not a Sheep, and that's filmed in the studio. New episodes every single Monday. It's always linked in the description. Go check it out. That one I want to grow. I want to continue to grow
Bro.
I want to bro PIMS.
Dude, bro.
But no, I think the focus for me is always going to be PIMS is the priority. And I think maybe a couple years down the road, when things get like more organized, then we could maybe start other podcasts. I want to eventually have like 5 or 6 podcasts.
Yeah. I think I would like to start a sports podcast. I just know at this point in time, I wouldn't put my full energy in it, and it would not be what it could be, basically.
Yeah.
So it's not worth starting it if I know I'm not going to be committed to it at this point.
Yeah. I do think it would be cool if we each got like different shows and like different interests and stuff. And I think the dream is to be able to get like different people all involved, and where we can have like different people working here, and like turn it into like a headquarters, like a Barstool type of thing, but not as like Barstool is like
huge, yeah,
like worldwide. I don't know if it would ever get that big, but I don't know. That's my dream. But for now, I think the main goal is, I think you got to like grow one thing first. I don't think you can like spread yourself too thin.
Yeah.
Because if I have like 7 podcasts that all get like 100 downloads a month, like what's the point?
Exactly. I'd rather have one that gets on pace for potentially 17,000 this month.
Potentially 17,000. So thank you to you guys.
Thanks,
That's
guys.
insane. All right, one last quick one from Ethan K _and_friends, which I think him and his friends like might share this account, which is kind of low key, kind of fire.
That's kind of cool.
Like if we just had an account where it's like chugging the boys, and like we just post a bunch of shit posts and just like meme everybody. I don't know. He says, how many people DM you on the PIMS Instagram account?
I'd say we get at least
a good amount.
It depends. Like if we post that day, we'll probably get at least 5.
You think we get 5 a day?
3.
No way.
Sometimes we get like 10.
Sometimes we get a lot in a day. I'd say we at least get 1 a day.
Yeah, for sure, at least 1 to 2.
But yeah, no, I actually really, that's like one of my favorite things is just like opening up Instagram and wondering if there's going to be a message from somebody.
Yeah, same.
Just like random stuff. I love when we get a message from someone that's never messaged us before saying, yo, I listened to episode 140 from 3 months ago on my bike, and this random dog heard it and he started dancing because he thought it was so cool.
That would be cool. I would love to hear that story.
Like someone messaged us yesterday and they sent a photo of their bike, and they had a Bluetooth speaker in like the basket of their bike, and they said, time to go listen to PIMS, like riding around the neighborhood.
Kind of lit. Spread us to the hood, dude.
Spread the gospel, guys.
Yeah.
You know,
we are the gospel.
We
should write a book. We should write a Bible.
Dude.
The PIMS Bible.
Oh my God.
That would offend a lot of people, but I don't care.
No, you can write.
Some
There's
other
a bunch
idiot.
of types of Bibles out there.
Some idiot wrote the Bible anyways, you know? That's going to offend some
a lot of people wrote the Bible was written by like 30, probably hundreds of different people.
Plagiarism.
No, but like you can write. You're allowed to write a Bible of any sort.
Yeah, no,
that's not an
you're allowed
offensive
to.
term.
I mean, people might be like, you can't use the
people get
Bible.
offended about everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, if we spent like a year and we write just chapters about fucking like anything we want. So one chapter is all about why
Seabiscuit.
Huh?
The horse.
Okay.
Seabiscuit.
Is that
you could write about it.
okay?
That could be like
But like if we eat
Seabiscuit verse 1 through 5.
But is it about the horse or it's just titled Seabiscuit?
I don't know. It can be whatever we want.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
so cool. So if you just have an interest, you're like, yo, I want to write about why old people smell like boxes.
Yeah, box
And
chapter
Kyle
1.
just writes like an intellectual chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next chapter is about why Cheez-Its are superior to goldfish by a little bit, but not a lot. That would be a good chapter.
That would
as well.
be like a debatable one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. Ask us questions on Instagram at PIMS Podcast. Go buy our merch at pims.store.
Yes.
We try to keep everything as affordable as we could. We're making almost no money from this stuff, and the shipping is very, very cheap worldwide. So,
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide. So go buy some stuff. Pims.store. Kyle, where can they follow you?
Instagram at KyleStafford36. Follow, you already said that. Follow the podcast at PIMS Podcast. And check us out at PIMS. No, just Google PIMS.store. Buy some clothes.
Not even Google it. Just type it in your search bar.
Just search it.
On the,
And then you'll just, you know why you should buy clothes? Because there's a surprise in the checkout line.
Oh, yeah. If you guys get to the checkout page, there's a surprise waiting for you.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. All right. You guys can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. New episodes of this show every single Monday and Thursday. Tell your friends. Also, leave a review on the Apple Podcast app. Otherwise, you're a bitch. And we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye, bitch.